We did it. We bought a boat. The guy that we bought the boat from, he just moved all of his stuff off yesterday, so we are here today to get on the dinghy and head out to see what needs to be done. We just got off the dinghy. It's right down there, right there, and I'm gonna just give a little walk around of the boat and show you what we got. Alright, so this is the port side canoe that we're about to go into. Okay, let's see if I can do this while I'm recording. Don't fall down. Okay, so here is the biggest bed of the boat. Underneath is the solar. And then these are each for storage. There's one there, there's one there, one there. And I think that is where we're gonna build the bathroom, shower area. And then we're gonna go back up and go to the starboard side. Careful. Okay, don't fall. Okay, this is not how the boat was, we just moved these mattresses to get a look over there. This is a bed space. And it goes further back over there, and that's some storage over there. And then we turn around. And again, these are for storage down there. And then this is another bed space right here. Little cave. Ouch, my noggin. And then that is the very back of the canoe where it goes. Yep. He left us a lot here on the boat. I think there's like 2 canoes, obviously the mattresses. We've got some cooking stuff. There's a bicycle. Lots to go through and probably lots to get rid of and lots to bring out here to make it what we need it to be. Okay, so I just figured something out. This hatch right there, right under that hatch is, let's see, where are we at here? This is the port side of the boat. Is that right? Right under that hatch is where like the control center is, like all of the solar equipment and stuff. This hatch is where our bed is, or will be. And behind that bed, it is sealed off. So I'm looking at the hatch in front of that, and this could actually be another bedroom, or maybe even the bathroom we could put here. Let's see. Right now it's just storage, and then there's like that little hole right there. We would have to take out that bottom floor. I think I'm gonna try to go down in there. Okay, yeah, I'm in here. So I'm gonna crawl over here. That is the bottom of the canoe right there. What is that? What is that? And then over here they put like, oh goodness. Over here, I'm gonna zoom out. They've got this temporary floor, I don't know, and we're gonna have to remove, oh shoot, okay. We're gonna have to remove that if we want to make this the bathroom, but I think that it might be we might have to widen the hatch, put some stairs or some steps to get down in here. We've got a lot to go through. And I don't know how many sails we've got. This is like I think there's 8 sails here on the boat. And I think there's 2 of them that need to be like patched up, sewed up, worked on, or whatever. And that is the mission for today. He's working on getting the mainsail down to see where the hole is so that we can patch it up. Oh, man, it is a little bit rainy and cold and windy out here. We did an inventory of like tools and electrical stuff, so we're gonna get on the dinghy and head back over to shore and get warm. Okay, so we left, and we actually decided to come back because when we were out there on the boat, we were checking out the mainsail, and we had noticed that they're launching a boat right now, so it's loud. We'd noticed that there had been some patches already put in it, and there was a good rip up at the top. So we know that sail either needs to be patched or we need to buy a new one. But the boat came with 8 sails. So we decided to turn around and go back to the boat after we left and unload all of the sails except for the main sail that's hooked up right now on the mast. And we're gonna take them home and inspect them, and hopefully we have another mainsail and we don't have to buy one because they're expensive. But also there is a lady here that does the repairs. I think she's okay. I think she's a little bit further south. So these are our sails. Okay, so we just got back out to the boat. It's another boat day. And last time we were here, we did not take off the mainsail because we didn't know what we were doing. But we took all of the other sails off of the boat, and they're at the house now. So the goal for today is to figure out how to get the mainsail down because we need to get that fixed. Okay, so we did get the mainsail down. I did not record that process. It was a doozy. And he is on his way to the dock with that now.
So we brought the generator home.
I'm gonna interrupt really quick right here to explain a little bit about where this generator came from. So we were actually looking on Facebook Market for some generators because I don't like buying things brand new. And we found a pawn shop that had a generator. Where can I sit down? Right here. We found a pawn shop that had a generator. I messaged asking if it was still there before we came, and I didn't get a message back. So we went anyway. And when we got there, they didn't have the generator out on the floor. So we were looking at the other generators that were there, and I pointed out the one that is in the video right there. And Sedek wanted to like start it up to make sure that it was running well before we bought it. It's so sunny. But it wouldn't start. There's the sun. It wouldn't start. So they ended up giving us a discount on that generator. We bought it as is. And we took it home. And you're about to see what is the whole deal with it.
And we ran a bunch of tests and realized that the battery was dead and wouldn't charge, so we replaced that battery. And then as we were starting it, we realized it didn't really want to run. It was almost choking itself out, so we checked the gas, decided to drain it, and it's got like the consistency of, or the look of sweet tea almost. So we had bad gas and a bad battery. And as far as I know, we should be able to put it all back together and crank it up with some new gas and it'll start. What's this gonna do? Gas. The indicator to tell when to let the gas in the pipe on. There's a toilet seat. It's a nice little seat. This can even be scooted back a bit if we're willing to sit off to the side some. All the way forward and we can have more storage. Also have an opportunity to put this below. I'm really liking this idea. I need to get the thought. Ideally we'd have it down in there, you know? Then your shower floor just gets raised up to about this level here. We got a 2-inch lip over there. That's the best case, but we need to figure out if it's gonna be structurally sound doing that.
I was not recording the whole first half of that.
Oh.
That's sad.
That would be the best case though, right?
Putting that underneath right there.
Even if it's just a little. Cut the size of the box, run that board up through here. Just cut the shape of the box out and set it down in there. and then run a piece of steel over the top. That's an idea. Maybe I'll ask some other warm owners about it. That would be an answer to all of our problems. Okay, I'm gonna work on that. What's that look like? Because this would lower it some too.
Yeah, but I really want the floor space in the shower. Especially on the widest part of the floor.
If we put this here, it would actually be more like here. If we put, because I need to be able to come in with the tubing over here to come down. Tubing could probably pop through right here. This one would. This one would go like down and over and through and up. And this is the outward. The outward would go up the side here and just straight out the side of the boat. Yeah, this is doable. We can also design it. We can redesign this door. We can redesign this door because the height of this is going to be here, so the door can't open outwards in the way that it is now. However, if we added some wood in here like this, then it would open up outside of that step. You would still be stepping past this, but you'd only be stepping about this high, and then over the wall here. It would raise up the wall here, allowing us to have a better water containment for the shower and give the access to the door opening outwards still.
I think maybe we should raise the floor on that whole section across, not just where the box is. So that it's like a...
You step up here and the shower is just high, the whole shower area is higher.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that would give more flooring space. Have the floor, it looks like the floor would be about right here. Right under this thing. And we can just add in some pieces of wood here to hold the weight of the floor right there. And then what's it like to stand on that? I'm not touching. Standing there like that. Just barely.
I think it would be okay and like long enough for us to get sick of it and then add a roof. Like raise the roof, you know.
And just raise this roof 3 inches.
Yeah.
Not much, just a little boop. And that's easy, it's just cutting and adding in some wood. Yeah. So now I need to figure out how to get this box mounted right here.
Why don't you put your floor back in over there on that side? That looks uncomfy.
Okay. So now we got to figure out how to mount this sucker here. Which means I need a piece of wood up underneath both of these to attach to. They're right about at the line of this. So what I'm thinking is I can attach a piece of wood here and a piece of wood here. This will set on the center with the screw in the front. And then I can just screw into those 2 pieces. If I want them even stronger, I can add another couple pieces of wood here and then lay a piece up underneath that rests on this as well. And it'll be mounted exactly right here, essentially. That means we can just drill a hole in this to put the
tubes.
Tube for the drain through, and then it'll drain right here in this corner and just go straight in. This one will come up and over through, up and around, and this one will stay plugged because we only need 2. And then coming out, we can come out straight here and go around. We're going to fiberglass this in, so whatever height we need here, we'll just fiberglass it. And then wrap the fiberglassing around, make our pan. Yeah. Pretty simple, pretty easy.
So I'm currently down in the bathroom and he's up there cutting something. And I was sanding the walls because we have to put fiberglass to waterproof the bathroom, basically waterproof the boat. And so I was using the sander and sanding all of the paint, and then the battery died. So now I'm just kind of going through on like the sections that the sander couldn't get to, and I'm doing a little hand sanding.
This is how much Dad has left. Right, Dad? There's a lot.
Yeah.
And behind you?
No, we're not doing that.
Okay. There's not too much. This is our bathroom.
Woo! Best. So today, we finished up the sanding.
Hey.
Sanded back to this point right here because I'm going to build a wall that goes up and over for the with the fiberglass, and our toilet's going to sit here, and then there'll be a fiberglass wall behind it, and everything here will be fiberglassed in. So we needed to remove all of the paint so that the fiberglass can have a good surface to stick onto. We could have used some paint remover or something like that, but with being in such a contained space, I felt it was better to sand. Also to make sure that we had a good smooth surface. Tomorrow, we have a little bit of sanding left on this back edge of this bulkhead. And so we're gonna finish up the sanding there, and then we're going to do some construction tomorrow. I plan on putting in a shelf here, and this is gonna be our sink. And then I also need to put in more plywood around this bulkhead here. Pan down just a little. Right here we have like a half door basically. I'm gonna continue these straight up and then make an equal cut on the top, essentially to make a big door. And then I'm gonna put in a door, but I'm gonna fiberglass around the outside edge of the door so that everything is waterproof within this area completely. The goal is that we could have this thing steaming like crazy and none of the wood is gonna get touched with the water, is the goal.
This boat is still becoming what she's meant to be. So if you want to follow the build, the mistakes, the upgrades, and eventually where we sail, hit the subscribe button and come along for the ride. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching.